What is up, everybody? How are we doing? How are we feeling? It has been an absolute blast. Our onboarding has skyrocketed. You guys are, we've had some pretty cool partnerships that I can talk about here in a little bit. Let me pin this top of the X page there. We're live on Pump.fun, X, and make sure we're live on Pump real quick. Let's see here. Yes, we are. Perfect. We're going to be live on YouTube, X, and Pump.fun. So, welcome everybody. Let me get this posted. Let's see here. All right, one moment, guys. Bear with me. How are we doing? Got some fun stuff planned for the stream today. All right, so that should be posted. Let me pin this. Perfect. All right, what is up? We are live on YouTube, X, and Pump.fun. If you guys are new to the platform, welcome. We are Clipit, your AI-powered content engine. You can find us at clipit.dev. We are building the next generation of short-form content media, and we're doing this through the Pump.fun hackathon, building and shipping for you guys, the community. Let me turn my music down here so I can hear myself think a little more. We are building out throughout this hackathon, and we are actively shipping. And today, I was just chatting with our dev, Nick. If you guys haven't seen the profile, haven't seen the site in a while, you're in luck because we have some really cool features and UI updates that we have added and improved. So I was just chatting with him before I went live, and there are some bugs with this recent update, but he is working on them getting fixed. So I'm going to show you guys that. If you guys are on the Pump.fun stream, I have some codes for you guys to start beta testing. But yeah, we are going to be the next form of short form content media generation of the future. We are building out this platform where you'll be able to take long form content, put it into our site. It could be a video on your device. It could be an X video that's on, you can find on X. You can copy the link there, YouTube, Google Drive links, a whole bunch of different ways you can add in videos into our platform. And essentially from then our AI is going to do all the work for you. It's going to get that video. It's going to put it in the platform. It's going to find the best moments for you. It's going to also, have production ready to post clips for you. So that is Clipit. And I'm going to add this to the stage here. And as you guys can tell, there's some minor tweaks here that are new. Because you can see, we're trying to simplify this. So now your extraction and your upload will be right here. This whole front page is actively being worked on as I'm streaming as well. Nick is on the back end working some stuff as well. So we'll see some updates and features around that. But yeah, so you can look here. Now it's going to be, the first thing you're going to see is upload or extract the video. We're also going to work on removing a lot of this stuff, just to make it insanely simple for you guys, insanely easy to use. So be prepared for those updates. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but I also have on the top of the X page, we have if you're new, I'll just essentially have this. I'll show you guys this right here. This right here, I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to full screen this. If you guys are new to the platform and you are new to the community, this right here, this video right here will show you exactly what you need to know. And this is a live demo too. So if you're new to the platform or you have some questions or you've had some trouble getting video set up and everything, this also is a workflow that works that you can use. So I'm just going to play this for the new people that have joined the community and kind of see what we're working on and what we have been building and shipping throughout this hackathon. So let's go ahead and play this.
Hours of footage sitting on your hard drive. You know the clips in there. You just exactly what Clipit solves. This is Clipit in action.
So this is a real
We're grabbing
workflow.
video
This is exactly what you're gonna do. You're
straight
gonna get your
no
video from
downloading,
X,
no manual work.
paste it
Dropping
directly into the
URL,
platform,
our AI
right?
gets to work. It finds
Once
the
that
moments worth clipping
happens,
so you
you're
don't
gonna be
have to
presented with
scrub
quick
through
clips. This
hours
is an
of
exact
footage.
method that
Tell
you can
Clipit what you're
use.
looking for.
That's
Drop
gonna
a
work and
comment.
extract your
Highlight
videos
the
for
key
you. So
moments,
this
the
video
hooks,
is
or the
also
best bits.
a
Our
resource
AI
for you
does the
guys to
rest.
use on how to use
Here's
the
your quick
platform.
clips. Your
You guys
video
can
broken
see
down into
this is
short
the new
form
quick
ready
path
clips in
method
seconds.
where you'll be
Click
able
your clip,
to essentially
export, done.
upload the video,
And just
press
like
this
that,
little magic
captions,
wand, and boom, you
auto-generated,
have
styled, and
captions.
synced to your
And then
clip.
we're
But if
working
you
on this
want more
editor as
control,
well
that's
and
where
getting
the
this
editor comes
upgraded
in.
and fixed
Edit
for you
your
guys as
captions
well.
directly.
So
Swap
that
words,
this
fix
right
timing,
here,
make it yours. And we're
yeah,
rolling out.
that is kind of what we are doing and what we are shipping for you guys. With that being said, I have an interesting video that I want to put into Clippy, the agent within Clipit, and get some clips. So what I'm gonna do here is, for you guys new, this is a PewDiePie video on how he trained his own AI and beat ChatGPT. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm gonna ingest this video in short form content. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this link. Now we'll see. There were some issues with YouTube. I want to say maybe a day or two ago. I think we're okay now. I tried one earlier before streaming. It seemed to work just fine. So we'll just add this in here and see how this goes. But let me check the chat. I need to check the chat. Totally forgot. Sorry, guys. Let me see. All right. Chat is open as well. Yo, Cryptica, what is up, my sir? How are you doing? I'm glad that we were able to help you with the video you had trouble with last week. But yeah, stay tuned, sir. I'll have some codes to give out as well. So you can see here, the video is now being extracted. This is where there's a little bit of an issue here in the quick path method with this new window. We're adding this right into the dashboard so that you guys, it's just less of a step for you guys can see here too. Oh, Nick fixed it. He fixed it. Look at that. So guys, this is the new UI, new kind of flow method. I want to show you guys. The extraction is right there on the front of your dashboard now. And now you can see back here in the background, right? So don't click out of this, but you can see right here in the background is you're seeing Clippy's working behind there. And look, it's already been transcribed for us. So you can kind of see that new. So now, right, your video added, you can open up with the editor if you want to have a more hands-on feel and interact with our agent and all those cool things. But you guys know my favorite method. Yes, sir. Anytime, Cryptic. If you have any questions, just reach out and we'll get back to you. But now we can do quick clips with AI, right? Cryptic, if you're in the chat on X, let's get a repost going so you get some people to view the beautiful hackathon entry that we have here as Clipit, your AI-powered content engine. So we're gonna do quick clips with AI, and as you can see, this is pretty much the same. Most of the UI features, you can see there's like the boxes on here, like there's subtle little improvements to the UI that we've been shipping. But you can see here, so we're gonna do 60 seconds, 16:9. And then let's do educational moments because this video has a lot of educational content around, he's talking about how he trained his own AI, which is going to be very interesting because essentially, if you guys don't know, the agent within Clipit is something that you're going to be able to train as well. So this might give us some more insight on how that stuff's going to go as well. But we'll go 16:9. We're going to do educational moments. We'll do 60 seconds. Let's do TikTok viral and let's generate clips. You guys can see this UI is refreshed. Like we're trying to make it so you guys can follow along with each step of the video so you guys don't get lost because we've had a lot of the platform when we launched, like it was confusing. Excuse me. It was confusing. And now we want to know where you're at in each step of the process. So you can see Clippy is working. It's finding the transcript, scoring for virality, and it's selecting your best clips for you. You guys can see here. You also now be able to see we had a bug where this wasn't triggering your usage. So now you can kind of see in real time your credits leave. It's also built in to where if you guys do upload a video and it fails, you're not going to lose those credits. So like we're trying to, if the product gives you an issue, we want to make sure you guys still have your credits to use. So just one of those little subtle improvement things that we're working on here. But you can see it's looking for the best clips. That's all we have to do is just come across a video, paste it in, and you're ready to go. All right. If you guys are new, you don't know who we are are Clipit, your AI-powered content engine. And you can see all you have to do is find your video and AI is going to find the best moments for you. So just know that in this hackathon, we are shipping and we are shipping fast. We have hit 150 users You guys are amazing. You guys are the best. 150 users. We've had over 1,500 clips generated. Like, we're really getting to a great spot in the platform, and we're really trying to roll out all these tools and features that essentially every clipping tool needs. So we'll talk to you guys a little bit too about when we get there. When we get to a point in the product where we feel like, man, this is great. Like, we love this product. You guys are giving us good feedback, and we add in the tools that are needed. That's when we want to start doing kind of a subscription-based thing. So subscription, essentially, I was going to look, we're probably going to have one price plan, and you get a set amount of credits, but you'll have access to all the tools. So you have access to the agent that can give you B-roll, thumbnails, all that really fun stuff. So when we get to a point where we feel the product is ready, we want to start doing a subscription-based model, and that revenue from the subscription-based model is going to fuel right back into our token, and we're going to do subscription buybacks. So that's one of those things there. That's one of those things there that we're working towards. Once we get to a spot in the platform where you're like, okay, we have all the features you guys need, we have the tools, we feel good about the product. Like, we want to roll out that subscription model, and essentially the revenue from the subscription, that's going to fuel buybacks for the token as well. If you guys have more questions, you can go to our website, clipit.dev. There's a tokenomics page there that has more of our tokenomics in there. But yeah, that's just want to keep something on your guys' radar. When we get to a point that the platform is like, man, this is running smooth, we give you guys aspect ratio changes, caption styles, we redo the whole editor. We got to redo that whole editor, right? So we've kind of, throughout this hackathon, as you guys can tell, we launched, you guys flooded it. It was great. And we had some bugs and some issues that we needed to address. One of the first things we addressed was making the quick clip section as easy as possible. Literally upload, click one button, get your video exported. That's how easy we wanted to make that. And it's in a pretty good spot. And I'll show you guys that method right now as soon as it transcribes. Like, that right there is something that we feel we're perfecting. It's almost there. There's a couple more tweaks that we need to do there. But then once we do that, we're going into the video editor, the advanced editor. If you guys haven't experimented with that, it's still very, I'm going to be fully transparent. It's very much still of an MVP phase, that editor is. So that's one thing we really need to touch on and improve before I feel like we can turn on that subscription model. So that's going to be something that you stay tuned for, that we're going to redo. Oh, let's try this again. Looks like we got a failed there. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it again. So going back to that, once we turn on that kind of model and the editor is fixed and we have all these really cool, features added, that's when we'll do those kind of subscription models. So stay tuned for that. But another way too is we're going to implement a system here where you guys will be able to refer people and earn clip that way as well. The credit within our system. So even though we're going to have those subscription models rolling out, right? If you're actually onboarding people and they're using the site, we want to reward you guys for that as well. So we'll have kind of like an invite system going out, and there'll be more details on that. There's some stuff there we got to finalize. So we'll see how Clippy is working here and see what's going on. But just something to stay on the radar. Look at that. Boom. As I was talking, it finished the platform for us. So you can see here, we got 9 clips that they're processing, and then we're going to see what comes up. You're going to get a thumbnail, a title, and it gives you the hook there. So some stuff to be on your radar. If you guys don't know too, if you guys haven't checked out this, let me find it here. Let me pull this up. If you guys don't know, these guys right here, check them out. They're in the hackathon. Super cool game. I mean, it's listed on Epic Games, right? First tokenized token on Epic Games that's approved to be on Epic Games. We are the exclusive clipping provider for them. So you can see a couple of our clips that came out as well about their platform. Really cool stuff. Go check them out. The Trenches guys. If you're a gamer, if you're into Web3 and into gaming, perfect game for you. So check them out as well. And you guys can see we have 3 of our clips have been already done. There's your thumbnails there. And then we'll check these out here. But like, we'll wait for all this to process so you guys can see that they all process properly, right? So we have 9 different clips. There's 6 of them already. I want to see this one right here. The stupid reason AI wastes so much computing power. We're going to look at that one. And then after that, I'll go into the advanced editor and I'll show you guys kind of how you can prompt Clippy to find you more moments. Or, you know, we can plan out a content calendar, or we can plan out all sorts of fun stuff with it. So that's also a thing as well that I wanted to show you guys. So we have one more clip, boom, ready. So now, for you guys that are new and haven't checked out the platform in a while, please do so, because we have some really cool features and really cool things that I want to show you. And this will kind of reveal some of the secret here. So here, when you're at this part in the video, in the process, you can then now hit edit and you guys can see, what is this? This is brand new. Yes, we're listening. We are making this as easy as possible to create clips and use our platform. So you guys can see, here's the full clip.
What? My model that I was planning to train on performs 8%. Trash. But it performs 16% if you use a different format called whole format instead of diff format. Basically, there's two different formats, but one of them is important. How do I explain this?
It's basically like this. You draw a picture, okay? Imagine you draw a picture and you want to add a cloud. But instead of just adding the fucking cloud, you redraw the entire picture with the cloud. It makes no fucking sense. But basically, a lot of these models, they struggle to understand the format of just editing in the code instead of just writing the whole thing. It's just stupid. It wastes compute and it wastes time, and I never used it as well. So I thought, hey, if I can just fix the format, I will make my model 16%, and that will almost beat ChatGPT. The goal, beat ChatGPT. Easy. Because what I had on my side, at my disposal, my arsenal, was Chinese AI.
Okay, so that's a great clip there. And if you wanted to change your caption styles,
what? My model that I was planning to train on performs 8%.
Some work better than
trash,
others,
but it performs 16% if you use a different format called whole format instead of diff format. Basically, there's two different formats, but one.
These are updates that Nick shipped that I was like, oh man, this is cool. So this is your clip. You can literally just export it as it is. So we'll do that. And then I'll show you guys more of the advanced editor, some of the features you can do in there. Super cool, really cool ways to improve upon this thing even further. So we will now, boom, look at that. So the export is starting, clip exported, and we'll wait for that. And then you can even open up further into your advanced editor here. And this is where this is still very, very, very MVP. I mean, it's not very MVP level. Let's just say we have not reiterated on this version of the editor in quite some time. And now that we have kind of those quick clips going, that quick clip funnel going, we want to start improving this side and improving some of the features and tools and how this looks and feels. So this is the next thing on the agenda, is to attack this. So I'm hoping within this next week, you'll be able to see an updated version of this that you guys can start playing around with and let us know what we need to improve on. So yeah, here it is. This is your editor. This is where you'll be able to see all your clips here. So you can see these are all the clips we have. This is your direct access. Let me move myself to the top. This is your direct access to Clippy down here. And then, you can see your transcript in here as well, your video. Then you'll have, if you're wondering where the timeline is, like, oh, where's the timeline? We have this little button up here. You'll be able to access that and see your timeline with all of your clips made. But what I'm going to do here, and there's a couple of cool things here that I stumbled across that was updated that I totally forgot was even a thing. So we'll look into that. But the one thing I want to do now is I'm going to add this video again. Where does it go? What? I trained. There it is. I want new clips. This time I need the most viral ones. So maybe you got the educational ones, you wanted something else. You can then now go within our chat window here. You can add the whole video. The reason it has context of the video. Oh, let's see, download failed. So it looks like the quick clip method has a bug where it's not downloading right away. So we'll work on getting that. You can also try it twice. Sometimes we try things twice, it works. So we'll go and look at that because that's a bug. But essentially, guys, right here, if you wanted to get different clips, right, if you wanted the most viral ones, you can also do that as well. But let's go to right here, the stupid reason. That's the one that we were looking at earlier. Stupid reason. So I liked that clip from the jump. I was showing you guys that you can kind of you guys can, where'd it go? This one? Yeah. So you guys can, you know, export it that way right then and there. But I wanted to have a little more context to it. So you guys can do here is if you're having trouble trying to extend or shorten the clip, we want to give you a more hands-on feel. So you can go down here to the timeline down here. You guys can see this working in the background while I'm talking. You can now zoom into this timeline. If you guys can see down here, there's these little zoom in, zoom out buttons. You can zoom in. You can use your scroll mouse on the timeline to kind of navigate the timeline. It's a little finicky though. But what you can do here, right? This is the one we were watching here. It cut off right at the end there. So two ways you could do this. I'm gonna retry. Two ways you can do this. You can ask Clippy, it's the agent itself, to redo the clip with a different, telling it to extend past the thought so that it gets the whole concept. Or you can go down here and, like I'm doing now, you can grab the in and out points at the bottom on each side of the video, and you can extend those or cut the video is another way of saying it, to your liking. So I'm just gonna extend this a little bit further and then kind of click off, and then you can kind of see, yeah, so added about another second. We're going to save the changes there. So then now those clips are going to re-render with the new inputs that you gave it. So one of those things too, like if you're like, oh man, like this clip is good, but I just need to extend it a little bit so it has another second to finish what he was going to say here, you can do that here, or ask the editor itself, like we're doing now on the side over here, and you'll be able to, you know, create clips that way. So you guys can see in the background as we were manually doing one, we also have Clippy looking at the transcript and now creating clips following viral opportunities. So now that's happening while we're looking at this clip. So let's, I'm gonna wait for that to go. I think if I refresh, I'm gonna lose this, but let's see if I can see the full clip now. Okay. Yes. So there it is. So you can see the whole new duration.
What? My model that I was planning to train on performs 8% trash, but it performs 16% if you use a different format called whole format instead of diff format. Basically, there's two different formats, but one of them is important. How do I explain this?
It's basically like this. You draw a picture, okay? Imagine you draw a picture and you want to add a cloud. But instead of just adding the fucking cloud, you redraw the entire picture with the cloud.
Your name.
It makes no fucking sense.
Yes, man.
But basically, a lot of these models, they struggle to understand the format of just editing in the code instead of just writing the whole thing. It's just stupid. It wastes compute and it wastes time, and I never used it as well. So I thought, hey, if I can just fix the format, I will make my model 16%, and that will almost beat ChatGPT. The goal, beat ChatGPT. Easy, because what I had on my side, at my disposal, my arsenal, was Chinese AI.
So it looks like he almost is. Once this creates, there's a bug too. If you're clicking on a clip and it's not tracking, you're not getting the right video, you'll have to refresh the page. So that's something we're working on too. Like I said, the editor is we haven't dove into this as much as possible. Just because we're working on the kind of that quick clips method and getting that as easy as possible. But as soon as we're ready to touch the editor, we're going to do that, and it's going to be drastically updated. So this is still very bare bones. Like we're trying to improve upon the chat window, how the timeline's interacted with, how it looks, how it feels. So we'll wait for this. We'll wait for Clippy here to give us a new set of clips. And then I'll refresh and see if we get that full duration. But yeah, this is essentially kind of two ways you can use this editor is down here manually on the timeline, right? So eventually in the future, once we add those tools and all those different features we want to add, you're able to get a lot more hands-on with this and add in, you know, your own media, add in, you know, B-roll. You can ask Clippy for B-roll. You can all sorts of really cool, fun things that we're going to do. So that is coming. It's on the roadmap. It's going to get implemented. We're just working on those core foundational features. And I feel like one of our core foundational features of this platform is that quick clips and being able to just come in, get the video, extract it, paste it into the platform, click the little magic wand on that playhead, and then boom, you have your clips ready to export. So we got to dial all that stuff in, and then that leads to going to the video editor aspect and adding in those really fun details so that it just becomes a better tool of your workflow. So just know that this is being adjusted. I know the timeline is hard to navigate. It's just a little clunky, but it's going to have a whole new look here in a little bit. So you guys can see here on the side, what I did is I asked it for the video. I asked for educational clips. So I got some educational clips. And then now I just want viral ones. So I reprompted Clippy, the agent, and I was like, cool, we have our educational clips. I'm going to add the video so it has full context. And then I'm going to ask it to make me some more that are for viral moments. So that's what this is doing right now. As you can see, it's spun up different models, and now it's creating all these clips. Look at that. Create a new project called Viral Clips, AI training video for video. Boom. And that's the unique tag that it has for this video. You can see it's on step 5. So it's actively building that out as we're within this editor. So we can now, while that's working, you can just view all the clips here, right? So
what? My model?
I think this one will work better.
I just been focusing on leveling up myself. But it's true. It's such an amazing feeling. And I want you guys to experience it as well. And I think Pump.dev is an amazing venture to do so. So check it out in the description, and I will remind you later as well, okay? Now, so much information from these research documents combined with the open source community. There's so much to try, and it just makes you really want to try it yourself. At least that's how I saw it, even though a lot of it was super advanced and I didn't understand anything. Eventually I did, I think. It's also hilarious reading these documents. Chinese AI researchers are unironically comedians because they write the most unhinged shit. They say shit like, oh, we trained our model on 2,048 GPUs. Like, what? That's like $60 million. And you keep reading and they're like, we emphasize this is an economical approach. I'm like, economical? What's the non-economical version? But I think that kind of puts things in perspective and why a lot of companies in the West, they don't want to share information. So with Chinese AI research on my side and a boot dev course, I was ready to do this thing. Now, what do you need to train AI? Data. Now, how do you get data without sacrificing your soul in the process?
Okay, cool. So this is a great clip, but I think it needs to start with how do you train AI? So what I'm going to do here is I want to make sure this is the right clip. Nope. It is the clip I chose was 4 ways to get AI training data without breaking it. So this is working in the background. I'm going to look for that clip now. There we go. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to zoom in on this so I can get a better look of the clip. I'm going to scroll in the timeline here. And he starts at literally at the end. So I think I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to just go like this. I think I'm just going to do it right there. I'm going to save changes. So now that clip, see, as Clippy is looking for more clips for us, so it's found, I want to say 7 or 8, it was saying. I am now down here looking at these clips and kind of auditing them. And as I'm doing that, it's also training the model. So you can see it just redid that clip. All I did was drag it over to kind of start at the end point of that. And now we have, I feel like we have a way better clip. So once this loads, I'm also going to see now.
With Chinese AI research on my side and a boot dev
has like I said, the editor is still very, oh wait, that's the wrong one.
I just been focusing on.
That's the one I moved though, right? Oh no, it's not. I moved this one 4 ways.
With Chinese AI research on my side and a boot dev course.
Okay, it looks like, let me see if this is done because I don't want to lose this. I'm sure I could refresh, but I just don't want to refresh because I think I might lose some of that. But let's see. It looks like it's creating 6 new. I have this new one that I made down here. As soon as this gets me an output, I will then refresh and see. It looks like it took 8 steps. So we'll see what it does here. Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay. I think I'm okay if I refresh. Famous last words. Famous last words. Knew it. Okay, well, let's see. We're going to go back to that clip that I just made, and then I'll re-ask it to do that again. Boom. Nope. There it is. Where does this start? Okay. Like I said, we're fixing the editor bugs. A little chunky to move around with, but here we go. Let's see where this starts.
With Chinese AI research, on which I'm sure every data.
What? Is that not the? Did I move the wrong? Oh, is it this one? I think it was this one.
I just been focusing on leveling up myself. But it's true. It's such an amazing feeling, and I want you guys to experience it as.
Oh, it's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna refresh again. We'll try it again. This is just user error at this point. What? That's not the clip. So editor is still very chunky. So as I said, this is kind of trying to show you guys more of this, but we're actively trying to improve upon this. And as I'm doing this stuff, I'm pretty sure we're getting fixes in the background. Okay, we'll just do this. I'm gonna take one of these clips. What is this one? Ow. Okay, we're gonna do. Here we go.
Otherwise, this means nothing. So my plan of attack was to add reasoning to my data. Adding reasoning to your data is basically making it write out some thinking before it solves the problem. Instead of doing 2 + 2 in your head, you go, oh, okay, so let me break this down. So I'll have 2 apples, and then if I add 2 more apples, and then I count them all together, then I will have 4. This is really effective for complicated issues to break down the problem into parts, and it really can improve the performance of the AI. But when it's simple questions and it still does it, it can be very, very irritating as well. You've probably seen this actually if you use a stronger AI model. A lot of times you ask it questions and it goes, oh, absolutely. Well, let's break this down into parts.
So
first,
for this
we're gonna,
one,
and you're like,
I'm going to
that
show
was
you
a simple
guys
yes
that
or
you
no
can add
question. What do you mean?
B-roll.
But it's a really
no,
effective way
it's fine.
to make
We're
your
gonna
model
attach it
solve
versus
problems
the clip,
more
versus the no
accurately.
attach.
And
Clip.
a lot of these smaller
So what
open
we're
source
gonna do
models
here-
that I train on struggle with this.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can do that. So this one was called Teaching AI. So I'm going to add this now. So we're going to add Teaching AI. Create B-roll for me for this clip. All right. Now, Clippy's going to now generate B-roll for this clip. So we'll be able to see that process as well. But yeah, so just know that quick clips, we've kind of had most of our focus on getting that dialed because you only do so much. You can only do so much with how many users we have on and all the fun things. So we are now going to be going into redoing this whole experience for you guys. So it's coming. The fixes will be improved. And this is like the worst of this platform is going to get. It's only going to get better from here. So just know that like we are sprinting in order to get this stuff up to the levels of these tools that personally charge way too much for this type of stuff. And that's something we want to implement too is like, dude, you're going to have access to everything on the site, right? You're going to be able to use the agent. You're going to be able to create B-roll. You're going to be able to just get the captions. Like you're going to be able to get all of that, right? For a set cost. That's just going to cost credits. And then those subscriptions will go into fueling the token buybacks and all of those fun things. So real token with utility. You know, we want to eventually, you know, make this your destination for AI content creation. We'll wait for this to load as the clips are there. But yeah, if you guys have any, you know, any sort of feedback you give, right? So like one of the things we got from my first week was Google Drive links, right? So then we implemented that same week. So if you guys have any, you know, features, content, stuff that you're seeing, they're like, hey man, like we got to add, this needs to be added in the platform. Like, let us know. You can let us know. Just DMs are always open. Another way you can also do that is just joining our community page on X. So we have a community page here on the X where you can also message us and get access to us. So that's one way you can do that as well. And then also too, like that clips page that we have, the Clip Clips, that's where all of these clips from our platform, from other users, right? That's where we want to post that as well. So that's another fun thing we have. So follow that as well. As we're waiting for this outputs. The B-roll outputs take a little bit more time because it's got to call the different tools that we have implemented in place. So just know it's working in the background. And one of the things that I want to improve, and I showed you guys in the quick clips method, is one of the things I want to improve upon is letting you guys know where you're at in the process, right? So knowing, okay, where am I at in terms of B-roll, right? Where am I at in terms of thumbnail generation? Kind of bring you guys along because as you know, the quick clips, we want to show you guys that like boom, right? Like you can see step by step where you guys are at. So just know that's coming as well, where we'll be able to show you guys step by step where you're at within the platform. But yeah, look at us. We got some of these clips here. I think while that's going, let's watch another one of these.
Learn? How do I explain this? When you install Linux, here's what happens. Linus Torvalds, the creator, becomes your godfather, inevitably. And I was watching one of a random video of him talking, and he was talking about how he's doing this project, and he was failing, but that's okay, because that's how you learn.
Some people think that failure is a bad thing. And I happen to be one of those people who actually enjoy doing things I'm not good at because it's how you learn.
And I'm watching that, and I'm like, he's speaking to me right now. Oh my God. But I really feel like that's the main thing I've learned from all this, because there's so much to learn from failure. Learn from it and reiterate and keep working. I think if you have expectations of how things should go for yourself, you're just going to get disappointed and you're going to want to give up. So expect to fail, embrace failing.
Yep.
That's the message I want to send out to you kids. Last thing.
Look at that. So then that video, I would probably end it right where he says, you kids. That's the thing I want to tell you kids, right? So let's see. Let me zoom out. No, I need to go further on the timeline. Come on, work. All right. So look at that. It's delegated to the tool executor. So that's what's happening on that side while I'm actively trying to improve this clip. Is that working? No. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, we'll try it this way. Let's try that. Save changes. Okay, so we're editing that clip. It looks like step 4. We're getting more tools implemented. So you guys can see here, as we're working on this clip, Clippy is now planning the B-roll phase for that clip. And you can see it's generated 6 concepts. Hasn't executed a tool yet. It's delegating again. After this, you'll probably get prompted. We'll probably get prompted with a kind of a cost plan of how much clip it's going to cost in order to generate the B-roll. So that's another look at that, and that clip's ready. So that's another thing it's going to do is it's going to show you before. Because if you don't have another thing too, if you guys don't have the credits and you try and perform an action, it's not going to work. So we had some questions around, my video is not going through, it's not working. And that's just because the user's clip balance was negative. So if you're getting close to the end of your balance, it's going to be, you know, and the stuff's not starting to work, check your balance. Because if it's negative, it's just not going to go through. So that's another thing there in terms of trying to get that. If you're having issues with that, I should say. Yeah. Make sure your balance is topped up. And you can top up your balance in a couple ways. If you don't know, you can top up your clip beta code access in a couple ways. In the Pump.fun chat, there's one over there right now. I paste the beta access codes where then you go into your settings in the profile, click credits, and there's a referral code box there. Paste that in there. That will give you some credits. Another way is join the Clipit community. Then, you know, provide some feedback to us. That's what we've been doing in this whole hackathon so far is we're letting people into the platform. Anyone can join. Actually, just go to clipit.dev. You can start, you know, signing up, make an account, and then it's going to walk you through kind of how to get that started. You know, and if you provide feedback and you bring us, you know, fixes or bugs, like we want to reward you guys with that as well. Another cool thing that we want to roll out here eventually is kind of an invite system, and that's going to be really fun to do where you'll be able to, you know, get some clip for, you know, bringing your friends along with you and give you guys some usage in the platform that way. So that's how you can kind of onboard is kind of, you know, give us feedback, play around with the platform, break it, stress test it, ask Clippy to do the whole video for you. Like, show us kind of what you guys are doing and how you guys are using this platform, and we will reward you guys. So we'll wait for this to, we'll get the B-roll concepts, which is really cool. I can show you. If you guys didn't see, I posted a video. I was up really late, and I posted a video of me doing this. And you can see, like, this is kind of the output we'll get. You'll see kind of like the B-roll concept there, and then you can open it and see what it looks like. So that's what it's doing for this video. So we'll see how this goes now. We'll see if we can also attach it to that clip as well. So now it's just loading on that screen. Here we go. Let's see what it does. Oh, okay. It's recording. It's at 90%. So this should give us an output here. You can also see how it's thinking. Call the B-roll plan tool with these exact parameters. Look at that. So you can kind of see what it's calling, right? And another thing too is, guys, test this at the video. Try to get B-roll generated. And what I'll say about it is stress test it. Ask it to do a specific style. Ask it to do a specific, you know, plan it out, right? Use your input, plan it out, and let us know how those inputs come, because I'm very curious on that end on how how impressive it may be. Because I've just kind of just asked to plan it for me, and that's what a lot of this does. It just asks you, how do you, you know, what do you want? Let me plan it for you. So it's doing a macro shot of a handwriting mayhem. Okay. We'll see what that looks like. See how it goes. And then we can also, 92. Let's look at this other clip.
Learn.
Where does this end?
Working. I think if you have expectations of how things should go for yourself, you're just going to get disappointed and you're going to want to give up. So expect to fail.
So I'm going to extend it a little more. Okay. So now we'll wait for that to go. You can see it's processing the new window, 58 seconds. Check back at the chat window here. Okay. What are we at? So we did another step here. And now it's... Oh, look at that. So it looks like it's generating... It's going to give me different... Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me move this. You guys can see down here, it's planning another step of the B-roll. So the first one was handwriting mayhem, and this one looks like it's B-roll for the chain of thought clip. Use handwritten math visualization concept for these. So it looks like it's just planning it all out for us, and it's coming up with different. Yeah, it's a new thought process. So it's coming up with another way to create the B-roll, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to see there. So we'll wait for that to go, and then we'll look at this new clip now that it is. See where it ends.
How do I explain? Give up. So expect to fail, embrace failing.
That's the message I.
Okay, so it looks like we need to go just a little, whoops, a little more that way. Okay, so 60 seconds. Let's see, that should be good. We'll check it out. Then we can export that clip and get it ready. Where are we at? 93%, step 1 of 7. So we'll see if we get our output now. So that clip is ready. So let's see if we finished the thought of that video.
To fail, embrace failing. That's the message I want to send out to you kids. Last thing.
Okay, so it looks like it literally needs to be like 59 seconds, I think. Yeah, it looks like I got it there. Maybe not, 58. We'll see. Check the chat window here. Okay, so it looks like it spun up another request. Oh, did that?
Learn. How do I explain this? When you
Okay, we'll just wait for that to level up. That clip is ready. Where is this at? Okay, that's still thinking.
learn. How do I embrace failing? That's the message I.
Okay, so I'll have to, once this goes through, just because I don't want to lose this progress, I'm not going to refresh, but once I refresh, I'll check the manual stamps on those clips. But you can see, let's see what it does here. Okay, it's still processing. But yeah, and if you guys, see any really cool, caption styles or animations or something you want to see implemented too on the platform, that's another thing too. Let us know kind of what you're seeing there in terms of, those are new. That's cool. In terms of, adding in cool features for you guys, because this is going to be something that I want people to start replacing their whole creative workflow with, right? Where you're going to have your editor, you're going to have quick clips, you're going to have different caption styles, animations, upload your own media, all those really fun things, which will be fun to see kind of the tool adding in the tools to Clippy and having it, produce full crazy workflows is really nice. So yeah, that's going to be fun to see. And like I said, this is going to be the worst it's ever going to get in terms of the platform. Like, it's only going up from here. Only going up from here. So, let's see. 93%. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. If you guys are new to either one of the streams and you don't know who we are, my name's Jordan. I am the founder, and I work with two other of my founders to kind of build Clipit, your AI-powered content engine. And we are in the Pump.fun hackathon. We are shipping on a day-to-day basis. This, a lot of the UI and stuff that has been implemented has been added literally this weekend. So the quick clips method has a whole new workflow and method and way to kind of get your clips as fast as you can. And now kind of we want to start transitioning into this part of the editor, which I'm kind of trying more in depth of. Looks like we got an error, so that's fun. So I'm just going to refresh and we're going to check the duration of those clips. So yeah, a lot of this still needs to be updated. I'll try it again here in a little bit. It takes a long time to kind of get the outputs from the agent because it's a call to all these different tools and give you those. So like I said, we're still working on this part of the editor, but let's go in here and make sure we'll go to this clip now.
Learn. You're just gonna get disappointed. Expect to fail, embrace failing. That's the message I learn.
Okay, let me go here.
Impressive once we get into it, and we will get into it. It also sounds way less impressive
different clip.
considering the fact that I almost burned down my house twice for this project.
Prove that too.
It also sounds way less impressive. I lost my damn sanity for this. Now, I have not created my own AI. I have merely taken an AI model and trained it. It's like stealing a child on the street instead of birthing one myself.
It's way more effective that way. Plus, it would cost millions and millions of dollars in infrastructure,
Look at
which
that.
I do not have
Crazy.
yet. Am I talking about birthing or? But it's important for you to understand just how naive I was going into this, because I knew nothing about machine learning, training AI, and coding. Did I mention my model is a coding model? I can make a coding model. Sure, Felix. Great idea. But I also know I wasn't that crazy going into this, and I'll explain why.
That's cool.
But it's a way less impressive.
Okay, so let's check another one. Let's see how this goes.
What?
So that's not triggering. Oh, it's because I think I need to go on the timeline. Hold up, folks.
Research on my side and a boot dev course. Your soul in the process. Well, there is options. Believe me, you need to train AI.
Here we go. So I need to
with
cut.
Chinese AI course. Now
I need to cut 6 seconds off the front of this. What is this?
data. Glorious synthetic data. So tastes so good. I tried every single method there is. It's been a mess.
This is scraping.
A mess.
Okay.
This is scraping Git or enriching my data. This is scraping for more data. This is running testing on the data.
Okay, so I'm going to add like 5 seconds to the end of this. That's 0.5. It's 3. That might work. We'll try this. We'll save this and see how this works. And then we'll export this. All right. Let's see. Let's get this clip generated and captioned and cut. I'm going to ask it now. Let's try a thumbnail. So let's do 4 ways. And I'm going to say, create for me a thumbnail for this clip. Make it in the style of Mr. Beast. Because he has arguably he's probably like who everybody goes to for thumbnails, right? So now that that's saved, check this clip.
With Chinese AI research on my side and
I
a
didn't
dev
cut the
course,
first 7 seconds.
I was ready to do
this.
this. Now, what do you need to train AI? Data. Now, how do you get data without?
Okay, I'm gonna try. What is 7 seconds? I need it off. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Here we go. While that's working on thumbnail. All right. We are now editing that clip to try and get it to make us a thumbnail while we are adjusting this clip to start right at you need AI or how to train AI, I think it was. Oops.
I was ready to do this thing. Now.
Okay, so it's almost there. So like a second. Was that a second? 2 seconds. Okay, we'll save that. That should work. I hope so. If not, we'll go into it again while it's making a thumbnail for us. Right. So this should be shorter than a B-roll. The B-roll just takes a while because it's got to plan a lot. But let's see what this is doing.
Ready to do this thing. Now, what do you need to train AI?
I still need like 2 seconds.
What do you
like a second?
Ready to do this thing. Now.
Okay, so let's try that. We'll edit that again. See if that does it. So it did both of it because I accidentally bumped that clip, but that's fine. Okay. So this is the iteration. Is that what it is? Ideation. Okay. So it's thinking still. Oh, that clip is ready. Let's check on that clip.
Now,
Here we
what
go.
do you need to train AI? Data. Now, how do you get data without sacrificing your soul in the process? Well, there is options, believe it or not. You can mine the stack, which is this 60 terabyte data set
Dang.
that you're allowed to train on. Good thing I
Crazy.
kept my hard drives around. You can use publicly available data sets. You can also mine Git, which is a little more of a gray zone because you have to check for licenses, which I'm sure everyone is doing, right? These big tech companies, they're being super ethical and great about it, I'm sure. That's why they're not sharing any information. And you can also synthesize your data. Glorious synthetic data. So tastes so good. I tried every single method there is. It's been a mess.
This is scraping Git or enriching my data. This is scraping for more data. This is running testing on the data. And this is augmenting the data.
Okay, so let's extend it to get just a little more out of that to finish the clip. Let's try that. See how this is looking. Okay, that's still working. Still working. But I don't have to do any of this. I don't have to go in there and think about how to make a Mr. Beast thumbnail. I don't have to grab the frame from this and put it into Adobe or put it into Canva or put it into whatever. I just have to ask the agent to do it. And that's the really cool thing about this is I'm working on other clips while clips are being worked on so that I can just export and get ready to post it to my different platforms. That's the really cool part about this is like I can, you know, start tweaking another clip that I think needs to be a little better while my agent is working on making the thumbnail for me. So it's like it's a game changer.
Now.
Okay.
And this is augmenting the data. And this is my 8 LLMs. This is the level we reached.
There you go. Look at that. I think that's a great clip. So I want to make sure.
Now, what do you need to train AI? Data. Now, how do you get data without sacrificing your soul in the process? Well, there is options, believe it or not. You can mine the stack, which is this 60 terabyte data set that you're allowed to train on. Good thing I kept my hard drives around.
So this
you can use publicly available data
right
sets.
Here is how
you can also mine Git, which is a little more of a gray zone because you have to check for licenses, which I'm sure everyone is doing, right?
This right here,
these big tech companies, they're being super ethical and great about it, I'm sure. That's why they're not sharing any information. And
probably
you can
because
also
of this. So what you need to do here, if you see this, is there's little windows hard to see, but right underneath the caption style tab right here.
I tried every single method there is. It's been a mess.
This
go to
is
fine
scraping
tune,
Git or enriching my data. This is scraping for more data. This is running testing on the data, and this is augmenting the data. And this is my 8 LLMs.
Come on.
This is the level we reached.
Still buggy. Let me try this one. I'm going to try and size it from here first and then do it. So that should help it. Yeah, there it is. So go to the first part, size it up a little bit. You can see in real time, like this is going to improve the size here. And then I like a little less of an outline. I don't think I want the drop shadow. I'm going to turn that off and then we'll export. And now that clip's being exported, we can check on. Okay, so it looks like it didn't. This is good to know that I need to know so that I can improve. We can improve on this. So it looks like it didn't directly call the tool. Let me see. Let's see, thumbnail. Okay, so I'm asking to see. You can see here. This is the clip downloaded, but I'm asking it to see. You know, I'm not seeing the thumbnail generated. So let's see if it knows how to, or let us know at least where it's stored. I think I can also do it this way too. I can add, and I can go thumbnail. Okay, so it didn't do that. Did it make the B-roll earlier? Oh. So it made the B-roll, but it said network failed. Did it add it to the clip? The B-roll's there. you can see here, this is all the B-roll that I've generated. I don't know. Here, after this input, I'll see where exactly it put the B-roll, because I'm very curious. It says it's generated. I don't think it's in the clip. Huh. It said it planned it. That's good to know. So working on getting those tool calls, you know, working effectively and simply, and you know where they're at, because it should just apply it to the clip, but it looks like it's not. That could also just be just how we just need to touch all of the editor and make sure everything's hooked up and synced properly. So we'll wait for this to kind of see where it gives me the thumbnail. And then also before I end stream, I'll see where it put that B-roll as well. So it says it's here. I'm just not seeing it. But let me see if I can open up. Let me get that clip.
Now, what do you need to train AI?
Okay, so while this is working, I'm going to unshare this real quick, and I'll show you guys the full clip. So this is our full clip that we made. I'm going to just put this here for now.
Now, how do you get data without sacrificing your soul in the process? Well, there is options, believe it or not. You can mine the stack, which is this 60 terabyte data set that you're allowed to train on. Good thing I kept my hard drives around. You can use publicly available data sets. You can also mine
probably should have
Git,
added
which is
that
a little
drop
more
show
of a
a
gray
little
zone
bit.
because you have to check
even
for
with that-
licenses,
with
which
the-
I'm sure everyone is
see it.
doing, right? These big tech companies, they're being super ethical and great about it, I'm sure. That's why they're not sharing any information. And you can also synthesize your data. Glorious synthetic data. So tastes so good. I tried every single method there is. It's been a mess.
This is scraping Git or enriching my data. This is scraping for more data. This is running testing on the data. And this is augmenting the data. And this is my 8 LLMs. This is the level we reached.
Boom, look at that, ready to post clip in a short amount of time there. So it looks like I'll show you guys the error that I got on my end in terms of so it looks like it did something. I don't know what this means, but it's there. So I'm gonna add that B-roll now. Let's see. Add this to the clip. I'm gonna see. Oh, I forgot the T and 2. Whoops. I mean the O. So I'm gonna ask it to add the B-roll. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'd be happy to add that B-roll to a clip. Which clip would you like me to add it to? Let's do this one. Wait. What is it about? I don't know. I totally forgot what we're working on the B-roll. So I'm just gonna ask it to place the B in the that was made for. I don't know. We're gonna stress test it here. Add it in the place you. Whoops. Can you guys see that? Oh, you can't. Let me move myself. Okay. Add it in the place. Add it in the place you feel is best. Okay, well, so the B-roll's there and it's generated. I just couldn't see it, but it knows it's there and it's going to try and apply it to the clip now, which should be very interesting. So let's see if it adds the B-roll to the clip, all with some prompts. So it's getting the clip details. It was very vague in this. I said, place this B-roll in the clip that it was made for, because I don't remember what the clip was made for. The B-roll was made for in the clip. So yeah, I'm going to see if it knows. So yeah, we'll see. I'm very curious to see what it says. Let's see. Right, all right, all right. Let's see where it puts it. Looks like it's coordinating something. We'll see where the B-roll goes, because it's there. It says it's there. We just got to add it to the clip now, which I'm hoping it will do. So we'll see. We will see where it puts that. Very curious. It's there. You guys can see. I'd happy to add the B-roll to the clip. Which clip? So it's there. Let's see if it adds it on there. Come on. Come on, Clippy. But we have clips that we can also generate here. But stay tuned. Stay tuned for editor updates. That should be, you know, something that we want to start pushing out and improving upon. So we'll wait for this to give us an output and see if it adds it to the clip, because I will be very happy if it can do so. Which it should be able to, but it's probably just something stupid like one thing not talking to another thing, which tends to happen. But we'll see. Remember to make sure your guys' brain is turned on in these chat windows so that it starts learning from your guys' inputs, because that's the only way our agent's going to learn how you like the clip, and then how it can also improve upon its clips with you prompting it. So you just can't see it up here, this right here. Turn that on. Come on, Clippy. Come on, Clippy. Let's go. You can do it. Here we go. See where it adds it. Very curious. Bum, bum, bum. 75%. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We should be good. It should be. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Look at 9 clips. You can see your transcript here. Kind of thinking, I mean, I talked to you guys kind of last stream about what I was thinking in terms of editors, like having these then replace kind of this, right? So that you can just toggle from clip to clip, and then you kind of have an editor. But there's also some cool UI that I know Nick is working on that will be fun. A lot of the quick clips and stuff that he's been, like that whole pipeline, like that's just been him kind of cooking away. So, I mean, yeah. Should be something very, very soon that is added. So it looks like I did another thing. Okay, step 2. See how many steps it gets. I don't know what that means. That's some, you know, hieroglyphics. Come on, Clippy. I want to see where the B-roll goes. Bow, bow, bow. All right, let's see what Clippy's doing. Bum, bum, bum. 75%. So it's doing something.
No one ever cared if I should live or die. Time and time again.
That's cool. Pump just announced. User can trade more than just Pump. That's cool.
I just can't seem to find it. So I've made my mind up. I must live my life alone. And though it's not the easy way, I guess I've always known I'd say goodbye to love.
Clippy, where you at? If you guys don't know too, we have the stream feature you guys can't see that. The stream feature right here. So Clippy's watching us too, and that's been really fun to show people. Like I'll just have it, if I'll come across some cool projects in the hackathon and I'll let it run and just pull clips from. So one of the ones I recently did on was Juice did a live stream, and I had it watch and kind of get highlights from each of the different creators and what they like the platforms they're working on, because that's one of the things too, is like we want to showcase, you know, cool builders in this space. So I have some pretty cool clips from the Juice live stream that I was able to get. I sent those over to those guys too as well. This clip was just watching away, finding the viral moments, so you don't have to. You can just add in your little personal touch, change the caption style. You can then, you know, tweak it to your liking. The editor here should be finished hopefully this week.
What lies in the future is a mystery to us all. No one can predict the wheel of fortune as it falls. There may come a time when I will see that I've been wrong, but for now this is my song. And it's goodbye to love. Goodbye. I'll say goodbye to love. I'll say goodbye. I'll say goodbye.
That's coming through, isn't it? In the live. That's coming through, isn't it? Whoopsies. Copyright. That sucks. A little vibey music. All right. Where are we at, Clippy? 75% on something. Come on, Clippy. Taking. Where's my B-roll? Now we just wait. I think we're live on YouTube too, I want to say. So I'm probably gonna flag me for that one. Ooh. Let it run and just pull clips from, so that I was able to get. That's coming through, isn't it? In the live. Come on, Clippy. You can do it. So it should be, if you guys are just tuning in, it should be getting my B-roll and placing it in this clip. So we'll now see if that does it. Oh, yeah, it looked like it. Huh, yeah. So yeah, looks like we gotta improve upon getting it to apply to a clip, because I don't think it is.
Now, what? Why they're not sharing?
I haven't seen any B-roll anywhere.
Data.
Now
how?
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there for you guys. But yeah, here's some of the new UI updates. Also, too, if you guys are curious, you can also chat with Clippy here. If you're new or want to know what it can do, that's one of those cool things here we're adding in. We're gonna kind of redo all of this for you guys. Get this kind of nice and neat and dialed in. We'll have some cool updates here in the future in terms of some of the cool stuff we're working on as well. So stay tuned. I go live same time, 12 p.m. every day, Pacific Standard Time, sorry. I'll go live on Pump, X, and our YouTube page. You can find us on X at clipit.dev. And then our Clipit Clips page, that's our community page where we're going to have clips showcased from our stream. Clips we produce live on stream as well get produced over there. Join the Clipit Council. That's where you'll be able to get access to the team. We'll get you some beta access codes. You hear all the news there first or here on stream. So check that out. If you guys are new, thank you for checking us out. We are now, I want to say, let's see where we're at in terms of users. Look at this. Even oh my goodness, I have not checked the landing page in a while. But yeah, it looks like we got some, look at this. So it looks like 506 clubs created. There's more than this. I tell you now, on my side, I can see 1,500 clubs created. We have 153 creators, right? You can see here. We have this all updated. Look at this, super cool. This has all been updated too. Look at this, boom. Really cool stuff. So kind of more breakdown. So you can go to clipit.dev, check us out there. Also, that's where our tokenomics page is as well. So you can read more about that there. Eventually, guys, we're going to move to kind of a subscription-based model where then you'll be able to, pay your subscription, and that's going to trigger token buybacks into our ecosystem. So yeah, but yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for supporting us. It's been a blast. We're going to work on shipping some more of these updates to get you guys, the product and the features that you need. So stay tuned. I'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully some really fun updates. But stay tuned for some really cool stuff to come. With that being said, Clipit, your AI-powered content engine, is arguably I'm telling you right now, it's the most underrated project in the hackathon. Our product is different than the rest of them. It's content, like it's media focused, it's content generation, it's showcasing new builders, it's giving anybody the ability to make these clips and make them fast, or if you are experienced, being able to produce high quality outputs that have your touch on it. And I think it's only a matter of time before Clipit takes over the world. So I just want to say thank you guys who have been supporting from day one. It's been a blast, and I promise you, this is the worst the platform is going to be. It's only going to get better from here. The future is bright for Clipit. And yeah, with that being said, it's Jordan. I will catch you guys tomorrow with another Build in Public. Hopefully, maybe some this week too. I'll get Nick on and we can try to jam about some of the new updates that we've done to this platform. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.